If you missed class today, we talked about the triangle congruence postulates. Super important lesson for the rest of the unit, so make sure you watch this one. Here's what we did in class. So we talked about how do we know which triangles are congruent? Well, if we have two congruent triangles here, how many pairs of segments and angles are congruent? Well, there's one pair of segments there. Then there's another pair, so there's two. And then there's three segments, so there's the third. Three segments equal, because a triangle has three sides, that makes sense. Then there's one pair of angles, those are equal. Another pair of angles are congruent or equal. And then a third pair of angles is congruent or equal. So there's three sides and three segments. So there are 6 total pieces that are equal when two triangles are equal. Now, do we need all 6 to prove triangles are congruent? What do you think the minimum number would be? We're going to try to find that out in class today, but since you missed it, I'll just tell you it's 3. If you have 3 things that are equal, we know the rest are going to be equal. So we can always get to 3, magic number. Triangles have 3 sides, so that helps. So let me show you an example. We have 2 triangles here, and I can move them around to make triangles, right? So here they'd connect to make a triangle, or I could spin it over here to make a triangle. And all these triangles have 3, 4, and 5 as the sides. So all the sides are the same. There's a pair of 3s, pair of 4s, pair of 5s. All right, let's see. Do you think these triangles are all the same? So there was 4 possible. So I went there, but I could have also gone down here. There are 4 possible triangles to make. I could have gone up here. Do we think these are all the same? The answer is yes. See this one, if I just flip it and bring it up there, okay, it's the same. This one's also the same. This one's also the same. So the triangles are all congruent, all exact same size, exact same shape. So 3 sides is always enough information to make the exact same triangle. So if I try a side with 8, 8.4, and 7.5, no matter what I do to make a triangle, to get them to connect and make a triangle, they have to be the exact same triangle. There's no other way around it. Identical copies, side, side, side. So side, 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 if we have 3 sides that are the same, we know this triangles are congruent. So that's 1. We only need to throw 3 sides that are equal. Then we looked at 2 sides and 1 angle. So if I have an angle, then 2 sides. Okay, there's 1 triangle. That's an angle, then 2 sides that are the same. Ooh, angle, those 2 sides are still the same. It's 25 degrees, it's 6, it's 4. Those are 2 different triangles. So angle, side, side does not work. Angle, side, side does not work. An easy way to remember that is angle, side, side, or side, side. Angle spells a bad word if you read it forward or backwards. ASS. So that's the one that doesn't work. Easy to remember. All right, so there's 5 that work. Side, side, side is the one we went over in class, but there's also side, then an angle, then a side. That would prove they're congruent. An angle, then a side, then an angle. That would prove they're congruent. And an angle, angle, side would also work. There's a special one called hypotenuse leg. We're going to go over that in a couple lessons, so don't worry about that one right now. But all of these work. There's only 2 that don't work. The one that spells the bad word, side, side, angle, or angle, side, side. Forwards or backwards, right? And the other one that doesn't work is angle, angle, angle. Here's an example from class, angle, angle, angle. Both these triangles have 60-degree angles, right? They're equilateral triangles. This one maybe has a side length of 4. This one maybe has a side length of 2. They're not the same size, but the angles are all 60. So angle, angle, angle does not work. All right, so if I look at this one, which postulate proves these are congruent? Well, I got 1 pair of sides equal, so I'm going to write side. There's a pair of sides. Then I got another pair of sides equal. 2 tick marks means these 2 sides are equal. Another pair of sides. Then that middle line's got to be the same using the reflexive property. So that's another side. So this is side, side, side. All right, try the practice, or just go to the cool down, and you want to match which ones are congruent.